Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in this video I will talk about speech to text module in Python. This module is basically for speech recognition process. Speech recognition process is an important feature in several applications such as home automation, like you can switch your light on or off through your voice, in office, in IoT field, in healthcare, learning languages. Like if you watched my video on translator application, you can relate that with this module. In that case, user had to write sentences by typing. After that, the application returns that sentence in the desired language. But when you will do the same task using your voice, it will be easier. Just you say and that will translate. So like this, speech recognition has a big role in field of artificial intelligence too. Now, if you don't know what speech recognition is, let me make you understand that one. Speech recognition is a process where computer will process your each and every word you say and it will work accordingly. As you can see on my screen in this diagram, user triggered our application that convert speech to text, and that application welcomes the user. After that, user throw their command and they take actions accordingly. You may have seen this gadget, right? That is Alexa. This gadget uses speech recognition. This is Siri that supports iOS device only. This is also a speech recognition tool, and Hey Siri is its activation point. And moreover, that we all are aware of is our Google Voice Assistant. I assume we all have experience working with this application on our Android or iOS device, right? So these all devices are working on this speech recognition concept. Now let me give you the overview of how it's working. Suppose you are using a speech recognition tool that converts speech to text. You instruct your system to search something on Google. This involves following steps. You utter the keyword you want to search through the microphone that you are using. Here, the microphone works as an audio source. Now, this source is definitely a speech. That may be a number, or maybe a string, or maybe a combination of characters. It will cast its data type accordingly, store that speech in a variable, then pass that variable through the speech recognition module in Python, and it will convert that speech into the text format. Now place that text format at the place of Google query and open that link directly. That's the basic procedure. So this video aims to provide an introduction on how to make use of speech recognition model, and in Python. You can make your own voice assistant by this. So let's get started with our code first. After that, I will explain each and every line of code as I do. Okay, so let's start coding. Okay, so we are done with our coding. Now start with our explanation. So here we have imported our speech recognition module as SR. SR is the name of alias I am using here. If you don't have that module speech recognition, you can simply install it running this command pip install speech recognition. Okay, and along with that you have to install a more library, that is PyAudio. If you don't have it, then install in your system. They are already installed in my system, so I'm not reinstalling it. Okay, after that I have made a function named as a command that takes command from the user, and I have initiated this speech recognition module uh, at the r is equal to sr dot recognizer class. I have initiated this recognizer class. Okay, and after that, with sr dot microphone as source, that means we are using our microphone as a source. And what does this microphone class take? It takes device index, sample rate, etc., chunk size, etc. So I'm not providing here any kind of parameter. If you want, you can provide these three parameters: sample rate, etc. Okay, so after using your microphone as a source, I'm printing for understanding that it's working, this statement. Okay, and r.listen, this dot listen method will take the input from your microphone, that is source. Okay, and that will be stored in a variable named audio. After that, r.recognize Google, this is recognize Google is a class that mainly convert the speech to text, and it takes these parameters you can see here. One is audio data, and you can specify the language you want to, and this type of parameters it takes. And here I only pass that audio data, that is here is audio. Okay, that I have already defined, and I just want to see if it's working or not. So I have shown here the output, like what I have said. It will print that sentence here, and it will return that text that has been converted from the speech. And after that, at the last, I will simply call this function, take command function, and it will work in this manner. Okay, so let's check how the output comes. Hello sir, I am Prasoon. You can see that I have said this sentence, hello sir, I am Prasoon, and this sentence has been printed on my screen. It means my speech recognition model is working fine. So you can understand that you can successfully convert your voice speech into text. Okay, now you can play with them. You can suppose here take command, and I must say that the speech or the text that has been converted is a form of string. Now suppose user say 5. So 5 is a number, and if I want to add this 5 with 7, and I want to show the output. So user says 5, take command function takes the input from user. Okay, and it stores in the variable named number, and now number contains the integer 5, that is 5, so it should return 5 plus 7. But I have already said that the speech or the text that has been converted here is in string format, so you have to make it integer to for these arithmetic operations. So you can make it integer like this. Now first 5 will be as a string, and when you will use this typecasting here, it will convert that that string into integer format, and it will be added with 7. Now let's see if it works or not. 5. You can see that I said 5 and it returns the result of addition 5 and 7. Okay, so this is clear, I think. Now my target is to open a Chrome browser. Okay, so my target is now to open any website or to search anything on Google that already I have mentioned in my presentation. So for this, to work with web browsers, there is a module named web browser. I'm just importing it, and along with that I will import request. Okay, and now I want to search anything on Google using my voice command. So for this, so now see, using this take command, I have already taken the voice command or the input from user, and that has been stored in a variable called a number. And suppose user says cow has been stored in variable number. Suppose user says Avengers has been stored in variable called number. Whatever user says, that is being stored in this variable number. Now if I want to search about Avengers on Google, what you will do, you will simply do that URL equals to. Now one thing is, suppose you are searching here Avengers, what is the link, what is written here in the address bar? www.google.com search q equals to Avengers. Means whatever my query is, I have to place that after this string, right? So I will simply copy this, Control V, and plus number. So suppose user says cow is now stored in number, and this number is being added with this string. Means in the place of query, now there is cow. Okay, so whatever user is saying, that is being stored at the place of query. Now this is my URL. Okay, and I want to open this URL. So how can I do that? Web browser dot get dot open URL. Okay, this line is to open any kind of URL on Chrome. Now let's see if it's working or not. Cars. You see that I have said cars, so it simply placed these cars after this q equals to. and that was my motto, right? So like this, using this speech recognition module, you can make your own desktop assistant, own voice assistant that will uh, automate your daily task very easily, and uh, that will save your much time that you are giving for those stuffs. Okay, so you can develop your own like this in this manner. Okay, so thank you for watching this video. If found interesting, give a thumb and support to grow, and please subscribe this channel to get this type of video. Thank you. Stay safe.